Why do some clients pay top dollar while others just want to pick your brain?
The businesses that really take off and really become profitable and really end up selling for millions and delivering huge amounts of financial rewards to the founder, they serve a problem. They solve a problem for a client who likes to throw money at their problems, not time at their problems. And that's a real distinction because I see people. I was talking to some young guys the other day. They're like, oh, we're going to work with students who are struggling to get this. I'm like, these are people who like to throw time at problems. They don't like to throw money at problems. They don't have enough money to throw at problems. And then I talked to an IT services company that works with the biggest brands in the world, and they deliver an IT service that these brands need. And these brands don't want to throw any time at that problem. They just want to pay for the solution and just get it done. So there is a huge distinction here that a high-end client fits that description. They really just want to throw some money at a problem and get the problem solved and get it done. They don't like throwing time at their problems. So that's one of the very clear reasons as to why they're a good client.
That should be a warning signal for some people, and you may disagree with me on this, but while designers love to work with nonprofits, like real nonprofits, like there's no money at all, not like the fake nonprofit, which is a whole different classification, or unfunded startups, because all they got is time. They don't have money. They can't throw money at it, but they just love to go there, and they find themselves having to pull like tooth and nail to get some money from them. And then they're they like to micromanage everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they've got no other tool.
Yeah.
They're just throwing time at it. So yeah, so some of the things that you want to do in the lead up to having a high-end client is, and you know, see what you think on this, looking at your background, looking at your history, and actually, I think of your last 10 years as almost like a gold mine that contains all these gold nuggets. And those gold nuggets are stories, it's pedigree, it's experience, it's intellectual property, it's the networks that you've got, it's the brands that you've worked with. And what I find with a lot of people, creatives especially, is they go from thing to thing to thing to thing to thing, and they don't stop and kind of catalog. They don't compile the numbers. They don't say, I've worked on 47 projects with a combined value of X. They don't say, oh, I've worked with brands such as, you know, Bentley and Toyota and, you know, Ferrari. They just kind of go to the next thing, and they don't kind of like bring forward any of this pedigree or this story that they've got from their background. So I think one of the things that is really important in the lead up to approaching high-end clients is that you've got to have those stories, you've got to have your numbers, you've got to have your intellectual property, you've got to kind of do some digging and compile